GNC, ignite what's inside you. Building muscles, defining the best multis. Buy two, get one free. Limited time GNC. Live well. Good to have you back. Chris Broussard, NBA guru at FS1, is joining us. So I'm going to set up a theory for you. You ready for this?
Yep.
And I strongly believe in this. We know that LeBron waited till the very end to make his decision about going to Miami. All you guys who are chasing that story and have connections to Mav Carter and all the guys, it didn't make. We also know he waited a long time on the return to Cleveland thing. That came out of nowhere. Generally, LeBron is thoughtful. He takes time. So this year, I think he'll make his decision more quickly this time. So let me start with this. Golden State and Houston start Monday. Most people like Golden State. I like Golden State. Charles Barkley likes Golden State. He made this point last night. I think it's a good one.
James Harden and Chris Paul have to play great for the Rockets to win. Clay and Steph don't have to play great. They got other, like, one can have a bad night, but those Rockets guards, they got to guard those Warriors guards. And I don't know physically if a guy is good enough to get me 35 and guard Clay and Steph. Physically, I've never seen a player who could do that.
So do you think that's a good point?
That's a great point. That's an excellent point. And if you look at these playoffs, Harden and Chris Paul have not been great together that often. They've had a couple nights like that, but mostly it's been Harden was great, Chris was pretty good. Harden was great, Chris was struggling. Chris was great, Harden struggled. So they both have to be at their best, like Barkley said, for them to have a chance every night.
So I start with that. Then I move into this. Steph Curry has missed 6 playoff games this year. The Warriors are shooting 33% on threes, second worst of any team in the playoffs. They have the, I would say, complacency challenge in that they are the dynasty and they've been heavy favorites in games. And they're steamrolling people. If they steamroll Houston, it is the league Adam Silver's worst nightmare. Because remember, when Kevin Durant went to Golden State, Adam Silver said, quote, "To be clear, I do not think this is ideal from a league standpoint. For me, we have to redo the CBA." So it's bad news if Golden State clocks Houston and sweeps the Cavs. This is, though, where LeBron sees it differently. Here's how it lands for LeBron. Now, what is the one thing about LeBron? Why did he go to Miami? Why did he come back to Cleveland?
He was needed.
Exactly. He was needed. If Golden State throttles Houston, it's bad news for Adam Silver. But LeBron's like, I can now go to 2 Hall of Famers, be the difference. People won't see me like Kevin Durant, getting a nice little ride for a team that already won.
Yeah, he wasn't needed. It was great. You went there, you won.
Not needed. 173 regular. If they get throttled, it is the perfect destination where he gets something he likes, great players, something he likes, veterans, something he likes, genius GM, something he likes. A place where he is the difference to a title. It makes Philly and Los Angeles look young and less substantial. Am I nuts?
Not nuts. It's not bad. There are a couple problems. One, you do go to the West. And look, LeBron, Chris Paul, James Harden would be phenomenal. And you'd have to put them right there with the Golden State, right? I mean, you're talking about
come on now.
2 titans right there. But you are in the West. And you might get beat by Golden State. You might not get to the finals. And the question, too, is fit. Now, I didn't think Chris would fit this well, and he's obviously fit in
Smart
swimmingly.
guys generally make it work, Chris.
Yeah. I'm not saying it wouldn't work. LeBron is a smart player. He know what he needs to do. But it would be interesting. That'd be a tough fit because I think Philly's a better fit because if Ben Simmons is on the ball, it's not like I'm asking LeBron to spot up at the three-point line and wait for the rock.
But that's a young team.
If you look at Houston, though, when you don't have the ball, even Chris Paul, you spot up and you wait. And one guy, Harden, shakes it up, does all his dancing and either shoots, scores, or gives it to you. In Philly, you could be off the ball at the elbow, on the block, on the baseline. You're cutting. They don't necessarily do that in Houston. Now, maybe Mike D'Antoni would switch it up a little bit. He's not known to do that.
No.
He usually goes with his system no matter what.
Yeah.
And Philly is in the East. That's a big thing. That's a big thing. Now, Boston's going to be better.
Yeah.
But that's really all you have to worry about in the East.
Well, what timeout? If you're on Houston, who the hell do you have to worry about in the West outside of Golden State?
But that Golden State's still better than Boston. And San Antonio, who knows if they get it together?
By next year, Kyrie, Tatum, Brown, Horford, Hayward.
They're going to be as good as Golden State?
They're going to be every bit as good. By the way, you don't think
only if Golden State routes Cleveland this summer and then gets just completely complacent. And they're going to battle. Like, if they win it this year, which we think they will, they are going to battle. They battled this year with the regular season, the drudgery.
I don't think you understand.
It could be tough.
I get the best coach in the league. I get a Hall of Famer in Kyrie. I get two players, Jaylen Brown and Tatum, who look like in the East All-Stars. I get Al Horford, who's been great. I get Gordon Hayward, who's a 22-point-a-game scorer. You don't think that team is going to give Golden State I think that team's – I have them next year. It is a coin flip based on health going into the finals.
If LeBron goes to Philly, you think that Boston team is better than Philly?
I think it's really close. Because I think Simmons and LeBron
Boston's
are weird.
Good, but Philly I think would be better. Here's the thing, and I'm glad you brought that up because I like you. I love Brad Stevens. He's phenomenal, no questions about it. However, the one thing we have not seen, and I'm not saying he can't do it, but at Butler, what do you get? Marginal Division I players, not the blue chippers. In Boston thus far, he's had good players, but not superstars. Now, Kyrie is a superstar, but he only played 2/3 of the season. So you don't have superstars. There are coaches in the NBA who maximize marginal or good talent.
Oh, come on.
Hold on. They take it to the ceiling, to the roof. Scott, they make these guys better than you ever thought they could do. Thibodeau did that in Chicago.
They ain't doing it now with good players.
Give them superstars, though. Give them superstars, and some don't even not only maximize that talent, some hinder it because they overcoach. Now, we haven't seen Brad Stevens with superstars. Let's just see what he does with superstars. I will say this because you're looking at
10 seconds left.
All right. He doesn't overcoach. He doesn't micromanage on the court, so I think he will be able to coach superstars well. But it remains to be seen.
I love my theory.
Remains to be
LeBron.
It's decent.
God created